everybody. Welcome live, Late Night Baltimore. And it is another great episode of Late Night. If you could like and subscribe, we got a good topic tonight. We're talking about the lack of good quality grocery stores in Baltimore, especially the areas that need it the most. Okay, so what do you know about that? I'll tell you all about it. Like and subscribe if you would. Give us a like, that really helps. All right. Okay, so imagine you want some fresh food for your family, like a regular meal, chicken, fruit, vegetables, but then also realize the closest real supermarket is a 45-minute bus ride where you have to carry your groceries on, get on the bus, get dropped off somewhere, walk further. So what happens instead usually? What's the default move that anybody would make? You go to a dollar store where you can get three sad bananas and a bunch of chips, and that's your meal. That's how 1 in 6 people in Baltimore City have to live right now. It's called a healthy food priority area. There used to be food deserts. In Canton, you have 3 grocery stores you can walk to, but there's whole blocks in East and West Baltimore where grocery stores are continuing to close. Big grocery stores, real grocery stores. When the food depot in Bel Air, Edison closed in January, 80 families lost their closest real grocery store. And why do they keep leaving? And why do dollar stores keep popping up? How can we expect people to develop lives and quality of life and livable neighborhoods to raise families or just to live in a community safe if they can't get food to eat, healthy food, where they have options? All right, so I'm going to think of the 10 poorest neighborhoods in Baltimore. And most of them have small, independent little dollar stores, bodegas, carryouts, a market, very small. Safeway and Giant are often bus rides or very far walks. Okay, let's see. Old Town, Middle East. It's probably the poorest neighborhood by medium income. You've got the Old Town Supermarket, CJ Market, Natural Foods, Baltimore Farmers Market and Bazaar. It's closed for fresh stuff seasonally. Otherwise, carryouts. Let's see, Old Town. Upton and Druid Heights. OK Natural Foods, S&K Food Market, KBC Food Market, nearby dollar stores. Save a lot that's sort of walkable if you have a big cart and a lot of athletic ability. Cherry Hill, that's one of the poorest neighborhoods. Jack's Food Market, Package Deal Plus, Family Dollar, small ethnic and corner stores, the main thing. Let us look at a picture of a store in here's a store in this is a store in this is a store in Cherry Hill. I had it here. The stores here are about as effective as I am at getting this stuff up right. All right, let's see. I just had it here. Where did it go? Where did it go? All right, okay, here we go. This is Cherry Hill Mart. This is if you're in Cherry Hill. This is what you're gonna have to use as your grocery store. Does this look like a grocery store you would go to? Really? Look at it. All right. So where were we? Okay, that's Cherry Hill. We also have it's Poppleton. Let's look at a Poppleton food market. And you tell me if this is what you think is a store that anyone could go to, especially like if you have a family. You think this here food market is going to suffice? I'm sure they're wonderful people who run it. But come on, it's not a grocery store. That is going to help a neighborhood thrive. I'm sure they're great people, but what that's what people have to use. That's Poppleton, Terrace Hills, Hollins Market. It's 40 to 50 poverty rate for families. All right, Sandtown, Winchester. Um, let's look at a Sandtown, Winchester grocery store. Okay, here. This is the kind of grocery store you would want to go to. All right. That's the grocery store. Okay. In Sandtown. It is not it is not acceptable. Okay, Greenmount East, that's another one. Still small corner stores, dollar stores, Five Below, maybe a Dollar General, maybe. Clifton is like that. Independent food markets, Family Dollar. The larger real grocery stores are way far away. Greater Rosemont, same thing. Uh, Midway is also very limited. And what we call Southwest Baltimore, with poverty pockets, there's a lot of independent. There's a Jumbo Fresh supermarket in nearby Mount Clair, Family Dollar, but you really have to go out into the county to shop. And if you don't have a car, come on, you can't shop, can't carry groceries onto a bus. The Baltimore City bus system. What's it all mean, huh? There's only 51 grocery stores in all of Baltimore, or right on the city line. That's great until you realize that 16% of people in Baltimore, 1 in 6, still live in those what they call healthy food priority areas, food deserts. Black people, of course, hit the hardest. 31% of Black residents live in these places. 28% of Baltimore's children are in these areas, these food deserts, and seniors too. Now, in the wealthy spots like Canton, which has exploded as a wealthy place, you got multiple high end like Wegmans and Harris Tweeter kind of stores. They're all over the place in those neighborhoods. Locust Point is like that. Near Fort McHenry, that neighborhood, Mount Federal Hill, that they got high quality Whole Foods, Giants, or Safe, not Safeway, but mostly Harris Teeter and Wegmans all over the place. They can go in, beautifully clean stores, options, unbelievable, healthy food everywhere. Okay. And why do people keep leaving? Why do stores keep leaving? The rising cost of security, of wages, the SNAP benefits that got cut, by the big, beautiful, bad bill. That means a lot less customers, a lot less people have access to grocery stores. And this is all still in effects of the redlining that was done 100 years ago. Still echoes today. The neighborhoods that got disinvested in are still the ones where the big food chains, like your Giant, will not venture. Not enough money there, they say. And low car ownership means that, 30% of the people, these households in these neighborhoods don't even have cars. You can't do quality food shopping if you don't have a good grocery store that's within walking distance, and that means on the same block or across the street, or if you don't have a car. So the junk food dollar stores and little bodegas that function as the grocery stores now, they're the ones that provide the nutrition for these families or lack thereof. You can't get a decent meal for a family, even for an individual in these places. Dollar stores can't fill the gap. They don't have fresh food. They make food access worse by freezing out the real options, making big companies think about going there. What's actually working? Let's see. Well, what does help is having what has been one thing that has helped is having the stores that are there, even these small corner stores. Some people don't even know what a corner store is, but these corner stores, the city's made it easier for them to accept the people who do have SNAP and WIC. They're also someone is coming up with the idea of mobile markets and food rescue programs like Be More Fresh, urban farms. And people are trying to start community gardens in some of these places. Use the grassroots efforts that people are doing. While we wait for those damn brick and mortar stores that ain't coming. We can't just beg them to come. Got to build a system. What you can do right now is support the independent spots that are still hanging out and still trying to run their stores. Push the city council people for stronger incentives and better security for stores. If we could promise a big name market, a big name store we could promise them security provided. That might go a long way in letting people feel safe to go into a store, letting people work and shop in a high quality grocery store and places that they haven't been. Just have to ask the stores that are there to try to bring in more fresh food. And really, those are the things, options we can do. It's a financial thing, of course. We need money from the federal government as well as the state government. Well, if you got any ideas on this, it's very important. You can't build high quality neighborhoods without having access to a high quality grocery store. And you can't have that uh, if nobody will place their grocery store in these neighborhoods. You have to be able to make that an easy thing for them to do, a profitable thing for them to do. Uh, in our system, that's the only thing that works. But it has to be a government and business venture together to work on getting those type of grocery stores into those challenged areas so that they can rise up out of their neighborhoods. The quality of their neighborhoods would take a vast leap in improving quality of life if they have access to high quality food and high quality food options and ones they can afford. So, on the federal level, of course, renewing SNAP benefits, raising them, and then in the state level, providing funds for security for these stores and tax incentives and all that. Which, I mean, tax incentives don't really work. And in the city, keep working to get these stores there. It's easier said than done. It's a challenge in all levels, but it has to be done. For these neighborhoods will never change, no matter how low you think you get the crime rate. You can't really, schools can't thrive, neighborhoods can't feel safe unless people can eat well and have choices of what they eat. The health will continue to stay bad in these places. All right, that's a lot of bad news, but some good news, because it's something that if we all work together, we can get improvements. All right, what you have to do also then is continue to vote and continue to donate. Get on Act Blue and donate to candidates, not just here in Maryland, but all over the country. Uh, because these kind of programs that will benefit these kind of areas aren't going to be, nobody in MAGA is worried about them. Nobody in MAGA gives a crap, okay, about these neighborhoods, these people, our people, Baltimore people. To them, but it would be just as good if Baltimore dropped into the bay. They wouldn't care. So we got to keep fighting, voting, donating, and you know, community gardens and that sort of stuff, co-ops maybe, kind of thing in the temporary times. But we need these grocery stores. We need these big companies to move in. All right. And the government has to make it worth their while for the investment. And they have to have people who have the money or the, access to benefits to use these stores. All right. Well, that's all for today. Tonight, I think, is the big draft. And Baltimore is going to draft somebody good. The Ravens tonight have a first round pick. And with it, Who are they going to draft? Who are the Ravens drafting? A boy. Who are the Ravens going to draft? Yeah, who are they trying to get in the first round? The guard from Penn State. That's who the Ravens are going to try to get, if they can. You never know how things are going to unfold. All right. It's a warmer night tonight, 77 degrees in Baltimore, April 23rd. Sunny outside. Thursday night. Go out and enjoy. Watch the draft. I think it's tonight. And have a great night, Baltimore. As always, fight MAGA. And stay Baltimore. All right. Good night.
Big Rooster.